I've had a couple of conversations recently with fellow entrepreneurs who are deeply worried that they need to be visible 24/7 right now. There was a time when I believed that was true, when I believed that that was necessary. And actually, casting back to the, I don't know, 20 years I've been on social media, um, yeah, it was a time where that was necessary. However, these days, it is a marketing trope that is touted as a rule because things have changed. Firstly, you can be showing up on Facebook 3 times a day, and there is no guarantee that the algorithm will show your friends or show anybody else what you're doing, right? So we end up on this content generating machine and this treadmill, and we end up feeling wiped out. In my work, I focus on your you-ness, on what makes you thrive. And for so many people, the idea of having to post every single day on social media, maybe even 3 times a day, is simply exhausting. And what I know for sure is if you set yourself up to be exhausted, your business is not going to thrive because you don't. I also want to question some patriarchal programming here, because a lot of the folk that are touting posting all the time, posting 24/7, being visible, they have a whole slew of support behind them that you don't see. They may have, especially if they're male, they may have somebody tending to the house and the children and everything else. I'm going to sneeze. I could edit that out, but it'll take too much time. They have a whole slew of help, right? People who look like they're everywhere often have a team. And if you are growing your business and you haven't got to that point yet, it's overwhelming. And you may not want to get to that point. And that's the piece, right? We do things in the beginning to explore how we want to do things. So as we're building a business, we try new things, and that's super important. But keeping going past exhaustion gets to be a problem. And your business cannot survive if you don't, right? If you're horizontal with adrenal fatigue, for example. There's these two pieces. Visibility, you do have to be visible. Let's just make that clear. But you can also be discoverable. And what I'm finding is working with Danny Gardner, who is the Quiet Marketer. I'll put her link in here. Finding ways to become discoverable, to become known for something, to become referable. These are the things that are so much more supportive than being visible. At the end of the day, though, believing that you have to be visible 24/7 is what's going to wipe you out. Don't believe it. Get curious about how your thriving business could look. What are the channels? How do you reach your people? Where are they? This is the kind of question you need to ask, not assuming that showing up every single day, 3 times a day, is what's going to be necessary for your success. I'm finding more and more that that's not true. And I have a spacious calendar and a full bank account to prove it. So follow your you-ness, follow what makes you thrive. There is a way for your business to thrive the way you are. There are countless people who are not on social media at all. Get curious. Do not assume that this is true, and do not worry about it, because the worrying is even more depleting than having to be there on social media every second of every day. I hope that helps. Please just know that it's not a rule. It's an option. And you, in your you-ness, can find the options that work for you.